黒に全てだ。
Hey guys, Kouta here. So the FGO Samurai Remnant collab is ongoing, the Waxing Moon Chronicles event, and our New Year's festivities are still not over. They're winding down and running in tandem with the beginning of this event. And I rolled for Takuro for New Year's. I rolled for the two Samurai Remnant collab servants, the Evil Raiko or Uchigozen and Yui Shosetsu. So if you haven't watched that, the video's up. It was quite a wacky summon session, so I hope you guys enjoy it. But about those New Year festivities, I have yet to roll my GSSR banner, and today is the 9th, and it's the last day to do so. I just don't have a lot of banners this year that are appetizing or not USO traps. So I'm here today with you guys to go through the banners here one by one, give them a thought, and maybe give you guys some insight in what my thought process is behind all these banners and what I ultimately pull the plug on with, you know, what my account looks like. So this banner's a fair one. Not everyone here is surprisingly at NP5, but there's pretty strong servants on here, like the Shisho buff she gets later is freaking insane. Melt, she's been upgraded and made into a monster herself. Okita, she has the accolades to prove herself. Her kit is simple, but she's very good. Those early servant designs were either incredibly OP or very poorly done, and she's one of those that got the better side of that. The other two, the MHX and MHX Halter, they're good. They're kind of glass cannon-y. This one's also okay. I have fairly big copies of most of these, but they're not all NP5. I know that, for example, Maid Altar is NP Keck 4, and getting NPs on any of these single target quick servants is pretty good. I mean, Kama is a monster and only gets better with her latest buff, where they just made her by far the most capable and strongest single target servant. And mind you, I'm a big King Hassan fan and have a NP5 King Hassan, but I will give her that. This one probably has a piece of my heart because I love Medusa's Saber. I really like her design. She took me to pity for her copy on release this year, or this past year, and that hurt because I really like her and I would have liked to pursue her further. I just did not. That whole summoning session was just really dry and I called it there. I will probably find opportunities to, you know, take her all the way to NP5 someday, because if you guys are following the channel closely, you know that I prefer male servants, but among the females there's a handful and that I really like, and I do have waifus and she's one of them. Wangina and Okuni are great. I wouldn't mind an extra copy, but Bazette, I love her to pieces. She's NP5 since release for me, and I don't really need a 6th copy unless someday I want to take her to 120 and complete her, but so it wouldn't be the waste because I really like her, but this one has my heart in it a little bit. This banner, oh man, Karen, same as Bazette, NP5, I love her. The 4 in the back, they're all like NP4, NP3. I would not mind another Jock. Mole. We'll call her Mole. I'm slightly bitter about her because I wanted the male Mole from arcade, but I still really like her. She is NP4, the DPS copy, and I have not picked up an esports copy that I want to have one day. I've tried on some banners, like, you know, like 300 SQ here and there, and she just refuses to show up. Domon, I have NP6, you know, I have a esports version too, and the big NP5. I love Domon. I know he's a polarizing character, but I appreciate a villain with conviction, and I actually enjoyed playing Kyo. And no, it's not because I'm a big Musashi fan or Musashi fan. I liked it. Bite me. This banner, I love Scotty. She's my queen as a support, and just honestly, I really like her. She's one of those servants that are females, and I love her design and her character. And Scotty Ruler is great. I have an esports and an NP5 that I have used as a DPS. I actually did so last event. The Lotto, right? Christmas Lotto of all things. I farmed extensively with her as a DPS. Freedom Art, she's big copy MP4, I think. Wouldn't mind her, I like her too. Rikyu, oh man, Rikyu, she's one of my favorites, man. If I am going to 120 a female servant, it will be her, Draco, or that Medusa Saber. And, you know, here's the thing. I don't want to take other type Moonwork servants to 120 for some reason, because inside of FGO, I like to really give love primarily to the FGO proper servants, because if it was the other way around and I was grading servants and taking them to 120 strictly on other type Moonworks, oh man, then I'd have to take Alice, Shiki, you know, Alco, all of them, because I love those other type Moonworks and I love those characters in them, just not so much in FGO itself. But anyway, yeah, Rikyu, she's one of my favorite female servants, if not my favorite. It's, you know, her, Draco, Medusa Saber, and Scotty here actually, and maybe a couple others. Oh yeah, super cute. I also think her kit is busted and she's very underrated. She's just an insane AOE assassin. So I guess this one's bad because, you know, they're all either MP5 or close to it, and I just don't need another one. Here I have like an NP7 Neo Bride for different level esports. I have the MP5 Artoria Archer. I wouldn't mind an esports Benny. I have a DPS one, and I guess I wouldn't mind another copy of Yang. She's like NP3. I have a big Arcus. I have a big Summer Castoria MP5. I have an NP5 Melu, NP5 Trunks Sisters. I really like them. Their design is beautiful and they're actually really fun to use. I really enjoy them, and I took them to NP5 strictly on gameplay and just how cute they are. Kenshin, I rolled for her recently. The rolls went incredible. I got her quickly and the CEs, so I just walked out. It's not a favorable banner because, again, this is 75% chance to get a USO. Here, oh man, this is USO, and this is all USO. They're incredible banners, don't get me wrong, if you need NP copies of any of these supports or just the first one. And Qinshi Huang I love, and you wouldn't be disappointed having him, in my opinion. He could use some help offensively, but he's really good. He proves himself all the time and just has a lot of doubters. Incredible banner. Everyone here is a W, but they're all MP5, MP6, MP7 for me. great servants, great support servants, especially for TAs. Here, again, Shiki, Lover, Hokusai, and Da Vinci Caster are IMP levels. Same with Kiara and Shuten Doji. So I'm just not that interested in another. But I guess it'd be safe except for Shiki. This one's pretty safe too because no one here is NP5. They're just like NP3, NP4. Well, I guess Da Vinci might be NP5 actually, and Musashi, but I'm not sure. But Shikibu, I would not mind an esports copy. She gets a buff, not this coming Valentine's, but the one after, where she gets the 2 power mods against chaotic and good. She also has a lot of utility in her kit, but I just don't know how much I buy a level 70 copy for that. For those 2 P mods on her skill 3, she does scale high in HP, so she's not easiest to kill then either. She's got neat tools when you need them, but the buff is 2 years from now, and Summer Tiamat comes out 2 years from now and gives you that, you know, the rest of her utility and infinitely way more offense. So unfortunately, I don't know how much I buy it, but that buff is huge. It's just on demand, chaotic good. So I wouldn't mind in esports just because I have them all the niches, even servants already ready for future buffs. So yeah, this one's safe, I guess, if I really want that 25% chance for the Shikibu esports, because I know someday I'll just roll on her on Valentine's since she comes back. This is mostly all USOs, and I even have a DPS and an esports bucking. This I have NP6 Ibuki Saber. I have Pope. I have a high MP level Medicine Ruler, and I guess I just have the single Durga, but I don't really see myself using her to farm too much, even though she does have that Sky power mod, and which is rare, and she's arts, and she's a good looper, but I don't know, I don't need it per se. This one's safe except for Jalter. Jalter, I wasn't planning on NP5ing her, but I did. She just kept coming. I forgot why I was rolling for her. I think there was an SR on her banner at the time, and I took her from like NP3 to NP5. She's great, and she gets so much better real soon here with OC2. She gets a battery, which is funny because Dante's comes out, you know, Edmund right after her. Talmalancers come a long way. She's deceptively good. Ilya is a good single target caster as a buster. She's the premier one if you ask me, but again, caster multiplier is not great. Rin proves herself all the time, and there's a Japanese TA player that uses her, and she's really good, and if her beloved applies, she's just a machine. So I guess about this one, it's safe, but again, some of these, I think all of these have a USO in it, except for maybe that like one Gina one we'll see later. This one, God, Musashi's NP6, Abby's NP6, Bunyan here is like NP3, NP4, and Himiko is not NP5. I actually did roll for another copy here, I plan on getting copies of her over time, which is why she's like NP2, NP3 as a level 1 support. But I mean, I could consider it. I did just roll on that banner that was up for this new year for another copy of her, and I do want an NP5 because I do think someday she will get a buff that's gonna put her back on the map. She really needs it. She hasn't seen the help, and some other servants now give overcharge. Too many servants now give overcharge and stars, which is her biggest asset as a buster supporter, really. And it's just too easy to manufacture in other ways, and other servants with way more offense have all her pieces, if not more, or servants just come embedded with them. So over time, I'll get copies of her. It's not a rush, but I also just really like her aesthetically and as a character, so her and Sherlock, I plan to have, Sherlock is NP5, but he's one of my favorite male characters, and top 10 for sure, and he's NP1 support. I mean, sorry, NP5 level 1, strictly for that skill 1 and NP. But I love them, so I guess someday I maybe get a 6 of him and her too, just to have a DPS copy. But they're good. I don't know. I might do this one, or I might do the Shikibu if I want to go full like TA. Oh man, Rin, Aresh is best girl. She's my number 1 female character, but in FGO, she's my number 1 waifu. I love Ishtar as well. I love her to bits. The other side, right? Tsundere yandere. But they're USOs. No, Kester I believe is a USO, and then I have a big Cleo and a big Raiko. I think they're MP3 or MP4. So this one's just USO again. I got Semiramis on the last GSSR, or the last Destiny summon actually. So I have that esports copy of her for her buff, the really big Buster Down on skill 3. I don't know how much I buy it, but if you want a Buster Down on skill, hers is now the biggest magnitude. It surpassed Summer Abbey. But yeah, I'm not looking for a copy there. I have my esports and my DPS Summer BB. I have an NP5 Nobu, I want to say, or NP4, NP5. I have a big Okita and a big KP, so yeah, I don't really need another of any of these. Here, I have way too much Summer Abbey. I have multiple level esports and a big DPS one. I have Ruler Artoria esports and a DPS. Big NP Ibuki. Saber. Romulus, I do want a Romulus. I know he has a banner right now. It's just not urgent, but skill 1 is a party-wide attack and crit, and it applies that Roman trait. And honestly, that's just gotten so much value since we have that anti-Roman command code in the game with Draco's event with the arcade collab. So it can be used, but it's particularly effective if you need the whole Roman interaction, like say if you're a Draco TA player. But someday I wouldn't mind having that niche of an esports, but if I had to take a 25% kind of just chance at one, these are USOs except for I guess the Shikibu one or the Jock one. I think I'd prefer. These are all NP5, NP6 USOs. These are all MP5, MP6 USOs. This one is the safest, the number 1 safest, no USO, because they could all use NP copies. And 1 and 3, I just roll it. I'd say hi to whoever comes by and we'll call it a day. I like Astolfo Saber. I actually think he's pretty fun to use, and Astolfo's great as a character, and I love Astolfo. I also really like Wangina, both as a character and gameplay. Super underrated. She can get out of control real fast. It's a little weird that she's quick and supports man, I believe, and her quick DPS or her support options are not man traits, so yeah, it's a little bit weird there, but she's still remarkable. She's so good. She just keeps going and doing big damage. Tyra, she's a cockroach in the best of ways. Her character and her function is amazing. She's, as a last man standing or as a solo servant, she's just top tier. So good. So I guess if I want to be super safe, but any of them wouldn't be huge wins. It's like the safest no gambling banner. Oh man, this one NP6 is all around, except I would want another Voyager. Voyagers like Jocks. They have multiple MP levels, and I like them a lot, and I roll on them every time I see them at least a bit. Picked up a few copies here and there, but haven't fully maxed them out. I plan to someday. I love his, you know, his source material, and both in Requiem and in Greater Fiction. So again, everything here is mostly USO. Pretty much same here. USOs all around. Here, I have a big DPS copy of all of these. I don't think that they're MP5, but I also, on top of that, I have the esports Moriarty Ruler. God, I love Moriarty Ruler, and I love all these characters, honestly. But I wouldn't mind. I guess this one has my heart a little bit, just like the Medusa one, I guess. But if I want to just not worry about any niche support long shot, I would go for this one, maybe. This one, I have like an NP7 Tez. I wouldn't mind another Rasputin or Ptolemy. So I guess this is 2/3 of just getting an NP on either Priest or Ptolemaios. But I do risk another USO. Like, I just want to dodge USOs. That's the biggest goal here. Again, NP5, most of these except for Hijikata, I have an esports Moriarty too. I love King Hassan. I love Kintoki. I love Old Man. And Hijikata is freaking great. But yeah, no, USOs. I have an NP6 Constantine. Sigurd follows me for some reason in all those random GSSR banners we got. I get a Sigurd out of a pool of 20 and or so, and I don't know why. He just kind of follows me around. So he's at a high NP level. So here, I guess it just complete him. Since he follows me, I love his VA, right? Kenjo Asuda is great, but I would only want the Ptolemaios, so that's a long shot. I have big copies of all these. I think Gil and Arthur might be MP5 already, but I do have a big Iskandar and an esports Iskandar that I rolled earlier this year, so yeah, I just don't need to. Oh man, Oberon. I have an NP11 or NP12 Oberon. He's my favorite servant. I love Oberon. You guys know that. He's my everything. As much as I love him, I wouldn't need a USO that comes with a 12 copier, so Shinigan, I wouldn't mind another. God, he's so cool. Cordes, talked about him. Very niche. I'd keep him at a low level. Obviously, I say that, but he's a remarkable DPS. Like, if you hyper him, he will... nothing can stand in his way. He's just so freaking strong. But yeah, I mean, I'd keep that one as the niche esports one, and then I'd just continue getting NPs on the DPS copy. Arjuna Altar, MP6 USO there too as well. And that's it. I've gone through all these. Just talked about them mostly. I am not any closer to making a decision, but I am going to. So let's back out. I'm gonna pause the video here and continue recording once I make my decision. Thank you guys for dealing with all that yapping, and if I post this as a video on my YouTube channel, you guys will probably skip all that. So I'll see you guys in a bit. And I'm back. So I took a look at a resource I have which shows upcoming banners for the next 2 years for every servant by class or extra class. And using that, plus just, you know, the whole discussion I had here with you guys about the banners, I've made my decision. I have too much, I guess, brain rot, and I do want that Shikibu. esports copy, and I know she returns every Valentine's Day for, you know, her banners, but the rest of that banner she's on is pretty safe USO wise. Oh god, I went the long way, I think. 29 banners. Why are there so many banners? This one I considered because I love Himiko so much, right? Oh man, why am I doing this? Why did I stop here? Now I'm doubting myself. It was between this one of the Romulus ones, or the one that I came back onto the microphone to and sounded committed to roll for, and then I went the long way here and I freaking got a glimpse of Himiko, who's in the same exact spot on the banners. Can't make this up. Oh man, I'm pausing for one more second just to think about these two. 1 sec. I'll be back. Okay, change of plans. We're rolling on the one that has Himiko on it. I thought about it. I love her so much more as a character, and she will not get another banner until 2027, early in 2027 for the ruler weekly ones, but it's very far away. And you know, she is at like NP2 or NP3, which is the most value for what she gives, but I want to have her NP5 eventually, and I like her so much more. And this coming Valentine's Day, which is right around the corner, there's a Shikibu banner, which I can, you know, try the daily bloodletting on, or throw a few rolls at her, or go all in. I don't know. It's at a really bad time because it's around Mahoyo collab, and I'll be NP5ing both Alice and Aoko. I plan to NP6 Edmund, or, you know, Countermonic Crystal for OC2, which is right next to them as well. So it's a bad time to roll, but her buff doesn't even come until after that, and the whole next year after that. So I could just roll then, and I wouldn't feel any pressure around her. So could pick her up then just in time for her buff. And in the meantime, I could pick up potentially another Himiko here, and, you know, early into not this year, but the one after, just grab the rest of the Himikos. Anyway, it's a better time now for this, and there's not as many opportunities for her, so here we go. Unfortunately, I mean, Bunyan is at NP3, I checked, so that also wouldn't be the worst, because they're good. They can, their NP is really fast, just like the little one, and single target is great for 90 plus, just more NP copies. She's alter ego, so 1.5 across many. Abby will be NP7, Musashi will be like NP7 too, but, or NP6, I don't know, but Abby is NP6 already. I love Abby. So here we go. Let's roll it. That's it. Let's see if we get Himiko. We're looking for a ruler card. Sure. And we get the grill, and it's the last day, so it's worth it. I will not tap, and I'll let it play out. And let's see if we get a ruler card. I'm not used to slow rolling, so anytime there's any semblance of a pause, I think it's a gold servant, so we'll see. But let me know in the comments who you guys rolled for. Oh, it's a ruler. Let's go. Okay, 25%. Okay, wow, that's Himiko. Dude, that's exciting. Oh man. Oh, I'm sorry if I busted your guys' ears there. Oh man, I was I was just ready to collect a USO and potentially, you know, back out of the banner with my head up high, or trying to keep it up high and pick up a USO, but no, that's a Himiko. That was a gold ruler card. Thank you guys for the good luck here. I turned on the microphone and yapped forever, and even freaking last minute audible into this banner from the other one. Oh man, that is a good way to start a Friday. A Friday where right after I finish recording this, I have to get to work. It's really early in the morning. Wow, that's one way to start the day, and procrastination paid off. I guess I waited to the very last day on this GSSR. Good stuff, and I just rolled on an extra Himiko copy. You really can't make this up because our banner was ending yesterday on the 8th, so I rolled 300 SQ on it, and I did get another one. Wow. That's really exciting. What the heck? And it was only the third roll in. Completely unexpected. The chance was there, but I wasn't counting on it. I wasn't ready for this result. I wasn't ready for the possibility that actually existed, and in reality just decided to hit me in the face with a gold ruler card. I held my tongue a little bit because I thought it could be an Estrella. Oh man. Okay, well that was that. The GSSR banners are gone. I secured my target. That'll do it for today. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for that incredible luck on the GSSR. I know I waited till the last minute, but I'm glad I get to share it with you guys. If you guys enjoyed this, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel for more videos like this. It really helps the channel grow and lets me know you're enjoying these. I have a lot of fun making these videos and sharing my adventures with you guys. And let me know in the comments below which GSSR banner you rolled on for New Year's, what you're most excited about from this whole Fate Samurai Remnant collab, or for the upcoming content that's going to be action-packed here shortly after this. I look forward to hearing all of your responses and continuing the conversation with you guys there in the comment section. Thank you guys. Take care. Be well. Bye-bye.